Hi, I'm Emily Taylor, Redeemer's Assimilation Specialist, and I'm here to share a church information update for the middle of October. As you know, there are many exciting things that are going on in the life of the church this month. We are welcoming Carl Trueman to Redeemer for a weekend of teaching on October 30th and 31st. Dr. Trueman is a gifted church historian and theologian and a regular contributor to the journal First Things. His blogs and podcasts also have a wide following. He is the author or co-author of more than a dozen books, including Reformation, Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow, The Real Scandal of the Evangelical Mind, and The Creedal Imperative, just to name a few. Late last year, he authored his most recent book, The Rise and Triumph of the Modern Self. On Saturday night, October 30th, here in the sanctuary at 7 p.m., Dr. Trueman will present a lecture based on this book's topics called Strange New World, The Roots and Nature of Our Current Identity Crises. After the lecture, there will be a time of questions and answers moderated by Pastor Tony. The area of Dr. Trueman's biggest passion is the Reformation of the 16th century. Several of his books celebrate the rich heritage that comes from that era. With this being Redeemer's biblical and theological heritage, we are so happy to have Dr. Trueman as our 2021 Reformation Sunday guest preacher for our morning services. Dr. Trueman is a world-class historian who is also a scholar of Scripture and systematic theology. This combination of areas of expertise has allowed him to become one of the foremost cultural analysts and Christian voices of our day. We hope that you are able to attend Saturday night's lecture at 7 p.m. on October 30th and Sunday morning services on October 31st. Next, I want to bring your attention to our church's prayer ministry. Each quarter, we set aside a designated period of time to come together and pray as a congregation. We start this joint effort with a time of prayer in the sanctuary on Sunday afternoon and then continue as individuals over the next 30 hours. This coming Sunday, we will do just that at 4:45 p.m. here in the sanctuary as we gather for the beginning of our prayer vigil. Also, our church's prayer team has put together several aids to help guide your prayers for this church and her ministries. You can access the sign up for our prayer vigil and the prayer guides at the link below in the description. Each Sunday, you can find a designated section in your bulletin with updated information on how to pray for your fellow members and our missionaries. Speaking of missionaries, earlier this month, you should have received the Redeemer Report, our monthly newsletter. In this month's edition, we included a section dedicated to Redeemer-sponsored missionaries. Our hope is that you utilize that information to contact these missionaries and as a reminder of who to pray for on the mission field. If you have questions or want to know more about a specific missionary, contact Pastor Nathan. Lastly, if you have a child that is ready to take part in the Lord's Supper, we offer a class to help prepare them. Our next class will be held on Saturday, October 23rd from 9 to 11 a.m. in the South Building. You can register at the link below. That concludes this informational update. May God bless you as you study His Word.